Following a bye weekend, the women's hockey team returns to the ice to host Minnesota State at LeBon Arena. Thursday's game will start at 7 p.m., while Friday is a 3 p.m. start. Head coach Mark Johnson is here. We'll have some opening comments, then take questions.
Thanks, Brian. I guess it was nice to have the weekend off, from a player standpoint. You go 6 straight weekends and, get a chance to reflect on our games up to this point and opportunity to try to figure out what we need to do to move in a positive directions and prepare for our next 4 weekends before we break for final exams. So it's a good time. Energized the group. We actually practiced yesterday for a little bit Sunday afternoon because, as Brian mentioned, I think it's the first time we played on a Thursday night. And so it'll be 7 o'clock. I'm interested to see how that goes. And then we'll come back Friday at 3 o'clock, obviously, with the football game this weekend. You got a little bit of conflict with scheduling things. So normally we'd play a Friday afternoon, Sunday afternoon, but we're going to give it a shot at Thursday night and hopefully be able to draw a pretty decent crowd.
Great.
Coach, what are some of the challenges of having a Thursday game and then a Friday in the afternoon?
Well, for us, it becomes a school issue. The kids will be going to school all day Thursday, and as I told them after practice, it's your ability when you come to the rink to really focus in on what you have to do to be successful. So as we progress into the week, we'll show them film. We'll come up with 3 or 4 bullet points of what we need to do to give ourselves a chance to be successful, and then it's going to be their ability to come in and take their school hat off and put on their hockey helmet and go out and perform Thursday night. Friday becomes a little bit more challenging because you play in the afternoon, so some of the kids are coming right from class into the locker room, warming up, putting their gear on and practicing. So, but those are the challenges that you face, and you talk about them, you try to address them, and obviously the start in both games will be key for us.
Andy?
Mark, you've already endured one challenge with regards to your lineup, missing 3 key players while they were playing in a tournament. Now that they're back, what's the challenge, and is there a challenge in having them back on the team, knowing that they were actually competing against one another a couple of days ago?
Well, a couple of them are smiling today. They walked off the plane last night with gold medals and a championship, and Annie was on the losing end. But again, they become teammates this afternoon. None of those 3 players will skate today. We'll give them the day off, and then reconvene tomorrow. And as you mentioned, the challenge becomes is now they come back into the mix after missing a couple weekends. And I think the chemistry, as I mentioned in our first press conference in September, has been always good. And so I think Carly Sylvester, I think, will skate this afternoon too, so having her back will be helpful. And I think the chemistry will help ease anything that would be an outside distraction. The nice thing about the depth that we have is when we miss the players, other kids were given an opportunity with more ice time and did very well, so that's encouraging.
Do you have any worries at all about the players who were competing against one another, that they're just going to pick up where they left off before they left?
I don't have any. I mean, history tells me, and I've been, on the coaching end of those situations and come back with players. I think a lot of those players have either played against each other at different times. Some of them have been on the same teams and know each other, and so it's a healthy rivalry. It's great competition. It's great hockey to watch. But at the end of the day, they get on the plane and they take their USA or Canada hat off, and now they put their Badger stuff back on and they become teammates. So I don't foresee any problems other than we as coaches have to manage their energy level. Like for Emily, that was the 2nd week of school she's missed this semester, and for any young freshman, that's a challenge in itself. So today they get an opportunity to get back into school, get that organized, and move forward.
Brittany Hammerman's got, I think, 8 goals so far in 12 games. Did confidence gained from a year ago and maybe even years prior, and just being healthy, I suppose, has her feeling pretty good about things?
Combination of probably both. I think being healthy and coming to the rink every day and practicing at a high level helped a lot. And then when she began last season, her start and then throughout the entire year, very consistent, put up a lot of points, scored a bunch of goals. All those things just helped her with that confidence, and it came into this year, knowing it's it's her senior year, and you only have 34 games left in that, and you've used up a bunch already, and so she practices hard. She's in a good position right now, and hopefully she'll continue to play the way she has the last year and a half.
Anything else for Coach? All right. Thanks, Mark.